joined Intertwined kind of for two reasons. The biggest reason was really storytelling. Storytelling is the way we connect with each other as human beings, and having the opportunity to work with a story coach to develop my own story for 5 weeks just seemed like an opportunity I couldn't really pass up. So really, both personally being able to find my own stories and also share them with people, that was really important. And secondly, I've always enjoyed public speaking, and there's a difference between just public speaking or like giving speeches and storytelling. So I wanted to just go back into storytelling like I did, earlier back in high school and stuff. So yeah, that's the main reason I did it. Prvo, можеш да помешаш пиринач, месо и мораш да стварно да га месиш, као да правиш хлеба. Руки ќе ти биде хладне, а ќе се све исплатити. First, you have to mix the stuffing. A mixture of meat, rice, and spices. And you have to really mix it, kneading it, almost like dough. Your hands will be freezing, but it will be all worth it. I had just won a marble match, and I was ecstatic. My 7-year-old had won a mammoth, one of the biggest sizes of marble from the older kid. He, unfortunately, was not so happy. Both humiliated and enraged by his defeat, he shoved my 7-year-old oblivious self to the ground before I could even notice. My mom did notice, though, arriving from home to come pick me up. As I spat dry dirt from the ground, I heard a metallic BAM! I looked to see my mom storming across the field. I looked to see the poor boy trembling as my mom came up to him, seized him by the collar, and with a quiet, steel-cold voice, commanded, "Never do that again." With those 4 words, she scared the poor boy so bad, I don't think I ever saw him in the park again. Drugo, sad da imaš punjenje, moraš da ga zamotiš. Moraš da budeš jako pažljiv i kao u krevet da ga staviš. Onda, kad si spreman, moraš da ga zaroliš i staviš u tepsiju. Second, it is now time to wrap the filling. You want to lay a leaf of pickled cabbage flat and spoon some filling on top. And then you want to gently roll it, almost as if you're tucking the filling into bed, because the cabbage is very delicate. And once you're done, you should have what looks like a cabbage burrito. I carried the plate of eggs upstairs with some bread and sour cream. As I opened our door, I saw my mom notice my arrival and smile. As she ate and spoke with me, I saw her eyes slowly lighten up. After she was done, I took the plate from her and tucked her back into bed. Today was not a good day. We were living in Serbia, a brutally patriarchal country, and when my mom finally got the courage to leave my abusive father, she lost everything and everyone, going into a deep depression. Thus, 7-year-old me was thrust into the responsibilities of an adult. And yet, as I tucked her in and watched her sleep, I felt no remorse, regret, anger. No, just pain seeing my mama like this and hope that she would get better. Sad si napravio sadno. Moraš da ga staviš u tepsiju i moraš da staviš dimljeno meso između. Onda, kad je tepsija puna, moraš da je staviš u revnu. Finally, now that you've made sarma, it's time to put it in the pan. It's simple. A layer of sarma, then a layer of smoked meat, and then another layer of sarma. Once the pan is filled, you're ready to put it in the oven, and after a couple of hours, it'll be good to eat. I remember driving past what felt like the 2000th Nevada tumbleweed bush. I was driving from Portland, Oregon to Phoenix, Arizona to visit my mom for the first time since I left for college. As I drove what felt like the 15th country by European standards, I couldn't help but notice how different the land of my youth is to my older life. The towering and tall urban areas of Serbia highly contrasted with giant boulevards and parking lot malls. The towering tall trees replaced by 15-foot cacti. It was a completely strange and foreign land. And yet, as I walked up the steps leading to her apartment, as I saw her beaming eyes and strong smile, All the foreignness melted away. It had been 3 months since I last saw her, by far the longest time that we'd been separated. We laughed and hugged, catching up in Serbian, and the more we spoke, the more I felt the connection to my country of birth rekindled. Yeah, it was nice. I remember making Ivar with her a mouth-watering red pepper spread. Tasting it for the first time in years brought back Serbia for both of us. God, you should have seen the look on my face when she'd made burek. Dozens of thin layers of dough with cheese in between. God, it was so good. The crunchy, crispy outside, the meaty, cheesy, doughy middle. It was heaven. And then towards the end of my trip, my mom made sarma for me. Made a giant batch, and for 2 days straight, we ate nothing but it. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I savored every single bite. Through our food, my mom and I reminded ourselves of where we came from and what we've been through. Our country, our language, our food, our past, a gold thread, forever reinforcing our connection.